My name is Sharon McKell. I'm from the Homicide Victim Support Group here in South Australia, and I joined the group back in 2006 after my daughter was murdered in 2005. The Homicide Support Group was formed about 27 years ago by a lady called Lynette Nitschke, whose daughter had been murdered a couple of years earlier, and at that stage she had met a couple of other families and who the same thing had happened to, and they had no support, and they sort of got together and started meeting, and it sort of basically formed from there. It's a non-profit organisation. It's basically run by volunteers, and we come together to support each other. We're all families or loved ones of someone that has lost their life to homicide, and we're just there to support each other. I think people come to our group just to feel listened and understood, because they might have best friends and other people, but unless you've been through that experience, it's really hard to explain your emotions. Well, I found like I had so many friends just being there for me initially, but as people have to go back to normal, they can't give you their time all the time. So people's lives might go back to normal, but you're not feeling normal. You're just feeling really distraught inside, and you just need to offload sometimes. And coming to our group and talking to people who, they might be strangers, but they've been through the experience, they understand what you're going through, and they can just offer that support, sometimes knowledge of their experiences. It's a confidential, safe environment where we meet, and we let people just offload. We have guest speakers every few months, someone from a department that deals with homicide that might come and talk to us about how things are run, processes, and we have a yearly memorial service at Christmas time where we all meet and just remembered our loved one in a beautiful church service. And we find a lot more people come to that. They might only come to that once a year, but they get a lot out of it. A lot of people come straight away, and I probably contacted the group not two months after Emma died, because I felt I just needed to talk to somebody that wasn't maybe a police officer or someone that didn't know what it feels like to go through that experience. So it really is a time thing. Some people only come to one meeting and may not come back again. It's not for everybody, and we're always getting new members quite regularly. So on a regular basis, I'd say we'd have about 20 to 30 people at our normal monthly meeting. I think the group's valuable to victims because it's just everyday people coming together. There's no government bureaucracy about it. It's just people feeling their emotions. And I mean, a lot of people get help from counselling. I know I did. My counsellor I had for the first 2 or 3 years was a great help to me. So we're not counsellors at the group, but we're there just to support. People can contact the group through our Facebook page, which is called Victims of Homicide Support Group of South Australia, or they can contact the Commissioner's office. If somebody's feeling very overwhelmed and sad or grieving, I would just say to them, give yourself time. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's a real time thing. You can't put a time on it. Reach out and try and get some support somewhere, whether it's counselling, come to our group, talk to your best friend. There are ways, but don't hold it all in, just let it out, because it's probably better for you to let the grief out. I think after the event, you're in shock for quite a while, and your body goes into shock mode and protects you a little bit, but when things go back to normal, things start settling down again, that's when the grief can really hit you. And that's when I find a lot of people reach out to us as well, because everyone else has gone back to normal life and they're just like, they're not feeling like that at all.